I don't know, B, you handling Armando pretty good though.
Because I added that smoothie. It's supposed to raise your red attacks. So Armando's a red monster, so I just boosted all my red skills to do more damage.
Are you beating Armando today?
I'm gonna beat this nigga. I lost to him a couple days ago. He beat my ass the other day. Nah, I gotta beat this nigga's ass.
Armando, you ain't got nothing on yo-yos, alright, Armando? We sending you back to Mexico with the green card.
You see, this shit will work out your arms. And we're back.
We gotta get it good. We gotta get it again.
We'll do it again.
Go ahead.
Well, I thought we'd do it again.
You want to do it again?
Yeah, we'll do it again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy, Pigkaso. Welcome to Picasso's Basement. We've been off for like a couple weeks, but we're back. Actually, not a couple weeks, but really like a week.
A week, not that long.
I'm Richard Pigkaso, and with me is the one and only, the man on the boards, Mr. G out of character.
Yo, what up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
And as everybody knows, you can follow me on all social medias because I actually just finally fixed my light. Richie Loves Yo-Yos. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, PayPal, Venmo if you want to give me money, and Snapchat. I don't know why I did that for it. Like, just go like this. I meant to say. Okay, anyway. How you been doing, my brother?
I'm good, my G. How's your vacation from me been?
It's not. I didn't necessarily have a vacation from you per se. It's just that a lot of things. I was on vacation. Everybody knows. So I took like a week off from work so I can work on a lot of different things. Like I had some showcases I did. I yo-yo for a toy store in Brooklyn. It was really dope. So we definitely got a lot to talk about for this past week. But
yeah, I brought your Instagram up so I could so you can give me the trail.
All right, so
give me the trail.
All right, you can start with the first one. Was popping up like in the past couple of days and stuff. I know I did some yo-yo stuff, and then there was like
I got you yo-yoing in front of Leroy's place.
Yes, Leroy's place. That was actually last Sunday. It was the start of my vacation, so it was like perfect. I got asked by Phoenicia Fabre. Shout out to her. She's like an amazing, vocalist, very amazing illustrator and creator herself. She DM'd me like I think about 5 or 6 days before and asked them if I could perform at the location. And they wanted me to just do like yo-yo stuff, and they were impressed. And I got there around 1 in the afternoon. It was really, really, really hot. Like I was sweating my ass off, and I wore like a brand new shirt that had my logo and like a scanner in the back so people can like try to follow me and stuff. And it was just unbelievably hot. I gave out some yo-yos to people that were walking by. I was there for about 3.5 hours. They were kind of promising that there were going to be a lot of kids in the store, and there really wasn't because I don't know, it's because it was like a real hot day that people were going to the beach or going to the park or going somewhere wet and water slides or some shit. But I was there for like 1 to 4:30, and then the moment I was like leaving, because the store closes around like 7, and I was like, okay, I gotta go somewhere else. And I told them I'll be there for like 3.5 hours. And when they hit like 4:30, that's when like all the kids started like coming in the store and wanted to do some stuff. So the moment I'm like leaving and packing up, there was like 2 kids coming up to me and like, oh, how do you do walk the dog? I'm like, you little man, I'm trying to leave now.
I don't want to walk the dog.
I was 3.5 hours doing walk the dog. I don't want to be doing walk the dog for you, but it's like, you know what? It's for the children. Children are our future, quote unquote. We gotta
even the pricks,
even the pricks that raise the children, or the children that become pricks.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Even the children that become fuck. I hate that. Grow up to be dickheads.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It must be the most shame. It must suck though as a parent when you tried the hardest to raise a good kid and then he grows up to be a dick.
It's like, that's your fault. Everything you raised with that kid is your fault.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
But so yeah, that was mainly my Sunday. So definitely shout out to Leroy's Place. I recommend everybody going. They have like a lot of creative like things in there, like a lot of amazing toys and illustrations in there. I picture it being like a Nightmare Before Christmas meets Alice in Wonderland. That was really the vibes I was getting. Because some of the toys are like so monstrous, like look like some Jack Skellington would make them shits. And then like it feels like a whimsical rabbit hole. Like you walk around and see like all these amazing like toys and like amazing pieces. I left some yo-yos with them. So if anybody, I think I left like about like 7 or 8 yo-yos with them. So if anybody like picked one up, and I don't know if she charged, but I get them for free. And so if
Yeah,
you
you're not
paid,
supposed to be saying that. You're not supposed to be
I mean,
saying
I know
that.
I'm not supposed to be saying that, but I left it for her for free because she said she wanted to pay them. So I will say she wanted to pay for like how many I buy, like a few.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you don't have to. These are for free. These are for you. So whatever you want to do with them, if you want to charge or give them out, that's on you to help your business. It's on you. And she was like, very appreciated. So shout out to Leroy. What the interesting fact I could say, Leroy's place, and I found it funny. It was a white woman, and her name is Leroy.
Oh, really?
Yes, and that threw me off because I'm waiting for Leroy to come. Like, oh, I hope I get to meet the old
Thought
Leroy.
it was yeah, you would think it's a dude named Leroy,
Yes,
right?
yes, and the backstory is Leroy, who was a white woman, was a breakdancer back in the day, and she had like moves, like like a black person dancing, and like a lot of her friends who were also people of color were saying like you got like a little Leroy inside of you, and she just
That's
like wrote, she said no, I'm gonna call myself Leroy, and
yeah, whatever works, right? You can't be mad.
it worked for her perfectly, and it was really dope that she stuck with that name. I'm like, wow, that's freaking cool. Like, I'm like, appreciate you, Leroy. Thank you so much.
Yeah, nah, I guess it works too. Once you find that gimmick, that name, and sometimes you can't just shake it off, right?
Yep, out of character, Richard Picasso.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that shit though, cause nobody could spell it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, nobody can spell Picasso either because they think it's the other way of spelling. That's
This is true. This is true. But yeah, I guess so. I guess it's the same
that,
thing.
that's why I use a second name. Richie
Maybe
loves
that's why we
yo-yos.
do get along too on low. We spell some shit differently our own ways.
Yeah, it's like it's the same sound. It just spells differently. I have been called Pigasso by
Big
mistake.
asshole, big asshole.
And what made it fucked up, this is a side story.
Big asshole.
I got called that when I was going up to perform. So people, like, I was going up to waiting for my name to be called. Like, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Richard Pig Asshole. I'm like, motherfucker.
That's fucking funny.
I was like,
Richard Pig asshole.
I'm like, what's up, everybody? My name's not Picasso. It's Picasso, so thank you, DJ, for that. I'm not. Shout out to, I don't want to mention his name, but shout out to you, bruh, for that. Matter of fact, I couldn't even
Say
shout
that
him out.
nigga name.
Yeah, so shout out. To be honest, I actually forgot his name. What the fuck was he?
Oh look, now you want to forget
No,
this?
no, no. I thought I had his name. I thought that was his name, but that's not his name. Because there's like so many damn DJs I know in New York that I get lost in the huddle of all their fucking names. But shout out to that guy. I'll say it was at the Blackthorn. So it was a Blackthorn like back in 2017. I'll say that. So if you were a DJ at Blackthorn in 2017 and you had a showcase with Rockview Entertainment, yes,
I
it
got
was you.
I got you at the Bronx Native next.
Oh, Bronx Native. That was actually the day before Leroy's place because I just got out of work and that was like the beginning of my vacation when I punched
Yo,
out
you
at
look
4.
like a different man when you're fucking yo-yoing.
I like a different man.
Like you look like a different dude. You don't like I'm speaking to you here, like I speak to you here and shit like that, and we speak outside by the table, you smoke the doobie, but when I look at like you yo-yoing, I know you can't see yourself. Oh, wait, you can see
Yeah,
it. It can see right there.
I know what I look like.
But when I see your focus, your focus is like that of an athlete, one of these basketball players in the playoff games right now. Your focus, like I guess I get that focus. Like this morning, I woke up and I made I had merch for the new EP. So I made a Teespring. And I guess this is the same zone when I'm running 4 computers. But you look bananas here. You look like your face is so serious. You just fucking like, but you look like a duck on the top of the water.
A wilder. But yeah, that day, that was literally when I got out of work last Saturday. Actually, it was
This is
just,
dope.
and they were having this like first open mic event. It was like Bronx Native, and they had this thing they started called Tag Up Music. It's like a off branch to where they're gonna start letting a lot of musical artists performing like in studio performances, which I think is dope. So shout out to Bronx Native for that, for giving like a lot of Bronx natives a platform to do that. And I performed. I met like my homeboy. Shout out to writer for the Voiceless. Shout out to DJ Wawa. He was really fucking dope. I think that's like the coolest DJ day. DJ Wawa. He was like on the boards in the back of me when I was yo-yoing, and I gave him a yo-yo like a couple days later when I met at another event. And shout out to all the dope. There's a lot of new performers. Like the first guy that performed, he said this is my first time performing ever, and it helped me go back to that time when I first started my first performance. It wasn't like on that type of scale, but
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, I gave him props, and he was really dope. Like, and I was like, I'm gonna follow. I followed him immediately. I told him I can't wait to follow your journey. That's how I tell to everybody. Like, if I'm following you, I'm following your journey. I'm not following you for like any like stupid posts or any like crazy shit that you're putting up. Because at the end of the day, I know people use social media to show like a lot of themselves. But at the same time, if you really want to try to like give people a true character of who you are, I think showing like the business aspect and showing the seriousness of like your craft is also just as important. So when I say I'm following your journey, I'm not just following you posting a picture of you playing with your dogs or eating some food somewhere. I want to see you at a showcase getting down. I want to see you
Mm-hmm.
say, hey, I got this showcase going on. I'm going to be performing here, or I got this new merch dropping. That's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
here for social media to see you do. If I say I'm following your journey, I'm really following you. Not you, but you.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a valid point too. Like, how many times do we like the artist song, but we don't really have a taste for the artist? You
Mm.
know, like maybe they do bad things, we don't like how they look, or whatever the case, but they make dope fucking music,
Oh, yes.
right? So it's
Def-
like when you're gonna follow somebody, if you're gonna on in your what you're saying, you know, if you're gonna follow somebody, the reason you're following is because you find that person entertaining in some sense, shape, or form. You take interest in how they represent that.
mhm.
It's not so much your personals. I'm not saying here to stalk your gram. I'm saying here so you can go ahead and show yourself off. Bravo. Let me see what you got.
Yeah, like what do I like about you? So definitely shout out to Ryder for the voices and July Quinn. He killed it. He's that dude. I don't know. I think you probably saw him yesterday. He was that dude. Like he has like a board, and he was just like on a I guess a drum pad thing, making like beats and
Oh yeah,
rapping.
yeah, yeah,
July
yeah,
Quinn. He
yeah,
was
yeah,
there
yeah, yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah,
At,
yeah.
he was there a
I
couple.
remember that. I remember that.
He shout out to him. He did like 3 performances. He did the Bronx Native, then he did one at the Boogie Down Cafe, and then the one for Katie last night. So he's definitely around. So
Friday night.
he's yeah, Friday night. He's a fucking amazing with the drum pass and going off.
And he rapped. Yeah, that shit
And
was
he
pretty
rap.
dope.
He could kill it. So shout out to you, July Quinn. And he took like a dope photo. We conversated a little bit on Thursday because that's where we met at the Boogie Down Cafe where I didn't perform. I could have, but I was like, let me just stay back for tonight. I just want to mingle. And I mingled, met a lot of dope people. I met like a lot of poets. It was a poetry night. So
Okay.
it was also ran by Bronx Native, but like a subset of Bronx Native called BX Writers, which is ran by the other co-founder Jasu Katsu,
Okay.
and very amazing dude. Shout out to you for that. Like putting it on for the Bronx and everything else, and then some.
Nah, that's good. I'm
So
glad
that was
you
my
enjoyed yourself.
Saturday. So that was my Saturday for the Bronx Native, and then the day later, Sunday, that's when I did Leroy's place.
Oh, all right. So you posted them backwards.
Yeah, I posted
Yeah.
backwards.
Shout out to Katie. Happy birthday. Your shit was dope
Yes,
Friday.
happy birthday,
Shout out
Katie.
to everybody that performed over there. You guys were like awesome.
Yeah, talk about that. How did that go for a birthday? Guy? It was
I
at what
wasn't even.
Shalea Tavern.
I went there. I went there off of like a. I wouldn't. I wasn't going to.
Mm,
Honestly, I got so much work to do. I'm so backed up. I'm like, I ain't got no time for this. But my man Quest, he hit me up, and we both needed some R, and
mm,
it let us there, and it was dope. You
mm,
know, everybody being back outside is not like being outside back in back in the days. You could go to a bar. I say back in the days, but you go to a bar and you want to smoke a cigarette or something. You have to go outside. You want to smoke weed? You go around the corner and go back to your car. You know, you can't just smoke weed. Now I walk in the spot and marijuana chased me out the fucking spot, yo. Yo, you walk into every bar, into every spot, and then I ask my man, I'm like, yo, you think I could crush my weed in here? And he looks at me, and then he looks to the left, and then he looks to the right, and he goes, everybody is crushing weed right now. I said, all right, I guess I can crush my weed in here.
Welcome to Queens.
But I'm from a different, like this is the first time I'm going out, especially to a place like anywhere. You know, I just knew that was a place. It was her birthday, and I told her, I wanted to at least tell her happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, wound up being a good night.
You know what? I'll say with the grinding thing. So shout out to this company that I saw online that in the past week. They're called Drip Drop XYZ. They're based in
What is that?
Germany. They're based in Germany, and they're a company I did not know existed, but I wish knew existed. They've only been around for like a couple months, but they make yo-yos,
Mm-hmm.
but they're grinders. So they're like, you can play with them like up and down yo-yos, and then on the side of the yo-yo is a grinder, so you could like crush your weed on the side and just yo-yo. No, crush your weed, like grind it up, and then just like put the cap back on and just start yo-yoing again.
That's dope. That's genius.
I bought one immediately. I stupidly put my home base as Germany instead of the United States, and they reached out to me about that because I was stupid and they really like looked like I had my address and stuff, and they hit me up. It's like, wait, the Bronx is not in Germany. I'm like, oh, like, oh, I put that my home place is Germany, not here.
Yo, Rich.
Bronx, Germany. That's where I'm from. No, Bronx, New York, United States. So I had to hit them up about that, and they were like, "Oh, they showed me the picture of them packaging." So they're a very small company. They only got like about 1,300 files, so they're brand new. But they have like a little clothing line also mixed in with like dandelions and bumblebees and shit. It looks really fire. So I definitely can't wait to see like the whole yo-yo marijuana scene pick up because of that shit.
Definitely. But something about high motherfuckers yo-yoing don't make me feel safe, you know? Like, you fucking...
Just makes us calmer. That's all it does.
I guess so. People that do jujitsu fucking smoke weed.
Exactly.
You know?
You gotta get rid of after the high of the adrenaline rush. You need something to, like cool you down. Like when you say like when you saw me right now with it looks like I was competing. I like anything with like yo-yo wins. It always reverts back to the time when I used to be in competition. So if I'm gonna do my set, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna get the best set. Like I'm trying to go for first place.
Facts.
It's like any set you do, whether it's like 5, even if it's a couple minutes, even if it's one song, you gotta make sure that's the best song. You make sure this is like you're gonna win this shit.
You treat that minute like it's your last.
I'm gonna treat that 1 minute like I gave you a 5-minute set.
And you see it, you know. You see like I want to get into you in this forest. Like I want to get into this shit. Look at this man.
Okay.
I wanna get into this man in the forest. All right.
Okay, so
is this you making the best of 1 minute?
Well, we were like the story with that is we did that on Wednesday, and we did it real early in the morning. And what made it funny was it was supposed to rain that day, which it did, but way later on in the day, because I saw like it's gonna be clouds. And I was talking with the photographer. Shout out to State of Monk. Monk is the bro. Shout out to you, State of Monk. And I was hitting him up like the day before, like, yo, we might have to move it to Thursday because it's like it's gonna rain in the morning. So he was like, all right, cool, we'll play it by ear, let me know, blah blah blah. So it was like 7:30 in the morning, and I saw on the weather on my phone that it's gonna not rain till 3 p.m.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? Let me hit him up right now. Like, hey, if you're up, I could come get you right now. We could just knock this shit out early in the morning instead of waiting until like 12 or 1 o'clock. And he's like, dude, I've been up all night. I was watching I think F is for Family, like the series. He's like, we can do it right now if you want. It's like, all right, cool. I'll meet up with you by 8. So I drove from my house in the Bronx all the way to Brooklyn. I think by some fucking house.
Yo, you know you look.
What happened?
The thing you do with your finger.
Oh, that trick called boingy boing. It's called boingy boing.
Yeah, you boinking my nigga.
Yes, there's so many. The misconception of that trick I've been told most of my life, like, oh, it look like you beating off, man. Like, but
no,
then
that's how you get your playing for the pussy motion. That's how you get your playing for the pussy motion. Yeah,
maybe I'll do it.
You know what it is for a chick to DJ, right?
Oh yeah, they be going Funkmaster Flex mode and got $100 bill, put your never stop.
Denise, if you fucking DJ'd more, you wouldn't be a hoe and there wouldn't be pigs everywhere.
Oh yes. She was a part of the shoot too, so you'll see as you see in the video. So we got there like around 8:45 actually after I picked them up because there was a lot of traffic because it's Wednesday and morning traffic's crazy. And we were finished. We drove all the way past the Bronx to West Harrison, New York. It's a fucking town. It looks like some, you could tell like the police are not. They're not like regular police type places. It's like police. There's like town police and then there's city police. It's like a different vibe of how.
What do you mean they're not regular police?
Like it didn't look right. Like the cars that they have is not like the ones like in the city. Like you could tell these motherfuckers still ride like horses and shit instead of fucking like cars. Like they kind of live a little bit.
That's where you went to shoot this?
We shot in a forest in Silver Lake. It's called. It's Silver Lake, but it's like a giant forest around it on Merritt Hill. That's where I also
Okay.
shot Lucius Naturide, the video where I'm naked in the forest. I shot it there. And shout out to Controverse for that location. Controverse NYC, he's fire. He's a dope videographer. He shot the video. And we were there for like about almost 2 hours. We went to like probably like 5 or 6 locations, and he got some photos. And then we did this reel. He's like, "Hey, I want to try to shoot a reel," and we did like all these small, like different scenes as you could see in the video, where I'm like juggling with the balls. He's like, "Hey,
Yeah,
just run with the balls and just
this shit's
pretend to
crazy.
fall," and then he'll point the camera down and bring it back
Got
up.
audio, right? Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, the audio's like some circus type stuff, and it was really fire. He shot that like it only took like about 10 minutes to shoot that video. I told yo, send me that video. I want to put it on my page. And then I put it on my YouTube shit and on his page. It was really dope, man. He's supposed to. He just has to hit me up. He said, "Oh, I have the final, like the photos." He gave me 2 of them that came out really fire. Like I love how he did it. He made me look all kind of evil-ish, like yeah, there's an evil ringleader in the forest. And he's supposed to give me the rest, I think either tomorrow or the day after, but definitely shout out to him because of those photos. If I know how he shoots, they came out absolutely fire. And it's all promo for my next album, so this is like a kind of a hint of what the next album is going to look like because...
Yo, you remind me of Charlie Chapman. He would be proud of you.
Oh.
Charlie would definitely be proud of you.
Yes, he was more I think that's called slapstick comedy, where you use your body to show that you're funny. Like you do all these weird movements.
You are using your body along with your yo-yo, my brother. You know what I mean?
It's very slapstick. It's like you look at you use your body as movements to be funny instead of using words. So
you ever seen the Time Traveler? The shit on YouTube that they have a Charlie Chaplin's. It was like a opening for something, and there's this lady in the video, and she looks like has a cell phone in her ear.
No.
You want to see it?
Yeah, sure. Because I know the most famous thing. The most famous thing from Charlie Chaplin that I remember was he did like a amazing speech. I think he was Hitler or some shit, or like a dictator or something, and he gave like this impassioned speech talking about how fucked up the world is. Pretty much what he was saying like almost 60, 70 years ago applies to today's world, which I thought was absolutely insane because he was like, I didn't ask to be born into this world of misery and racism and stuff.
It's 53 seconds.
It's a question as old as time itself.
Hey,
is time travel possible?
I'm gonna walk you through it.
According to a
gotta
YouTube
see
video
this.
posted by George Clark, not only is it possible, he says he's got proof. You've got to see this.
Here, you can
Watch
listen to
with
it
me.
now.
This is
I
a
wanna
movie clip
listen.
from 1928.
This is all live.
This is a movie premiere for Charlie Chapman's The Circus. And you see the
Charlie
woman walking in the
Chaplin,
The
background with her
Circus.
hand to her
Yeah,
ear. I'm
this
trying to
is the
zoom in so you
circus,
can see
like
it
the
here.
grand
There's a
opening.
woman
Look, what the fuck is that?
talking on a cell phone. But wait.
What the fuck is
Cell
that?
phones didn't exist 82 years ago.
Oh, shit.
So
What
you
the
see
fuck
the
is that? What the
dilemma.
fuck is
See
that walking in the
her
fucking
hand
video?
up
What the
to
fuck
her
is that
ear.
holding?
She's
A cell
talking.
phone?
Who's she talking to? What's she talking
The
on?
fuck
We
is
don't
that,
know
This,
bro?
and
what
when was this film?
No, that's not a cell phone. She's holding a hearing
nigga,
device.
Charlie
Others
Chaplin,
are
the
saying she
40s, black
traveled
and white.
back in time. The clip here gone viral,
Wow.
and it's causing quite a stir.
That's
on
crazy,
the
right?
net. Hearing device, cell phone. Hearing device, cell phone. I'll let you be the judge.
That's crazy. I mean, it's not far-fetched because,
Oh, really? You believe in time travel, my brother?
it's not that I believe in time travel. It's like, for all the amazing modern marvels that, the world has given us, I wouldn't see this as like some mean that being some type of prototype before a cell phone or something that's going to be used like for a car or for some type of machinery that's going to help with like, hey, can you hear me and stuff. It's like,
It could have been anything, is what you're saying.
It
It
could-
could have been anything to support the time. Like,
Yes.
It's not like that's something that's random. It could have been something.
it's like this. It's like, even with like certain moves that like dance moves that people do, like, the moonwalk from Michael Jackson was already done like fucking 30 years before he did it. It was done like in the 20. If you look at old videos of like especially minstrel shows or old like black people doing dances and stuff like in those jazz clubs, they were doing the moonwalk before Michael Jackson. It's just that he made it. He made it like
He made it the walk.
he made it the standard like the fucking signature move.
Isn't that always the case? And what do you think about that? What do you think about when somebody comes along and takes what's already made and kills it?
Go by the code of Drake. It ain't about who did it first. It's about who did it better. Like, it's just because you invented it doesn't mean somebody's going to innovate it and make it a lot better. Some people can always look at something and just expand off that. Like, for example, like look at this sign. Like this is some probably basic ass sign compared to like, oh, I know somebody else that could make a better sign than this. I probably know somebody that can make like a better crochet doll than this or a better mic than this. But that's the beauty of the world. We want to advance more as a species when it comes to especially technology. We're in the technological phase where everything is only getting expanded and pushed even further. But pretty soon, at some point in time, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, you use Instagram?" Like I can imagine my fucking grandkids be like, "What was Instagram?" And I'm like, "It destroyed lives. It started beefs." I'm gonna just start. That's how Tupac was born through Instagram. I'll just start making some shit up about.
That's how Tupac was born. just something. I mean, how do you feel about the like if you have kids? How do you feel about them being on the internet? Is it? I know it's a plus and a minus, but like, do you allow them? Do you cut them off?
I mean, depending on what they're going, because I look at my life like depending on like for a long time, like there was no social media when we were really growing up. There was
No.
always, even before MySpace, there was like, how do we used to interact with each other?
I mean, we call each other's house and wait till
With-
each other called each other back.
with phones with cords and shit, and I mean, cell phones were kind of around, but they weren't as prevalent as like fucking iPhones and shit like that. Like, I remember like, oh hey, when I had to meet up with my friends, like I had to wait till I get home and call them. They call me at this time. This is when I'm gonna be home. And you call them and on that phone, play with the fucking cord. And, hey, how you doing? What's good, man? Like, so we're gonna go to the movies and see this and shit. Like, yo, and I remember like even far back with my parents. Imagine how they had to communicate.
Yeah, like I said, like pagers,
Pagers.
just waiting. That's why you would never find shit. That's why niggas would get away with like cheating, and that's why people would get away with like murders, like the Golden State Killer and shit like that, because they would go from one county to the other, and people weren't communication wasn't how it is.
Like, you didn't have no phone on him where you could
Like,
track what the
now
fuck he's doing.
everybody- Yeah, now everybody can take a picture of everybody. Now, yo, you think for a second that our government don't have fucking satellites up there and they know each and every one of us who the fuck we are?
Huh? They know where I am right now. They know where he's at right now.
Well,
Maybe through here too. But if I wouldn't be shocked, they fucking
nigga, you
hack
got a
this shit.
Wi-Fi. We got all these computers connected.
They know.
Like, I do have a flip phone at home though. You have to have a flip phone.
I saw
Just in case something happens, you need a flip phone.
I saw somebody with a flip phone
need a
not
flip
too long, like 2 weeks ago. Just talking on the phone, like,
Yep.
go. They either. I was thinking of that scene from New Girl where they had a guy with a cell phone. It should be dying, but it's like, wait, that might be. It's like I don't have no flip phone. It's like you either poor or a time traveler. I'm like, because I know people that have like no type of income that have a fucking iPhone 12 right now. I'm like, how the fuck I gotta be paying monthly for this shit, and you fucking gotta be like getting this shit for free off the government. That should be irking me, but you know.
You have another battery for that?
Oh, the battery died on it. Oh shit, it died.
No.
Oh snap, it died on us all. So
Take a 2-minute break.
take a 2 minute break real quick. We're gonna try to. All right, so where the fuck we left off at?
Well, we could go right back into. So what you were doing last night with all these? You were glowing last night. You just posted something an hour ago.
Oh yeah, I was at this event by Sheely McFadden. It was in Brooklyn at this spot called Till Death.
Okay.
And it's ran by these two women that looks like it's an RV they converted into like an open space.
Okay.
And it was like a LGBT event. But, you know, it was open to the public. It wasn't like strictly only LGBT. And I met like a lot of amazing creatives there. It was like my first time like going to a space like that, because I met this woman like 2 years back at another event, and she just remembered me because I yo-yoed and stuff, and she wasn't like expecting, because 2 years ago I dropped like my second album, and I was just doing a lot of shows around 2019 and stuff. So she ended up inviting me, and I had like my set. I actually did part of the 16 Dead Committee song. get to the money.
Holla.
So, and they loved it. I heard the crowd reaction from that. They loved the
Get to the
words I was
money.
saying. Get to the money.
Get to the money.
No, what made that part when I was getting to the hook, I didn't notice that the cord was wrapped around. There was a cord wrapped around the mic because I thought you could just like take it off and just go, but
Okay.
it was I was like wrapped around the mic, the pole.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. So I just goes like, what you doing? So I'm going like this. Gotta get to the money.
Oh, Yo-Yos was whipping it.
Yep, I was like, fuck. So I did my part. And some parts I'll admit I slipped up on, but they ain't going to know because they don't know the fucking words. So you never really mess up if they don't know the words.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing my thing. My boy, Zeno came out to support real quick. And he
was killing it last night. Look at this shit.
Oh, yeah. Like, I got a lot
Nice
of
jacket.
love. Oh, yes.
Nice jacket.
That's a legendary jacket. Like,
where'd you get that jacket from?
I got this jacket by ZMM Concepts in Long Island about 4 or 5 years ago. He actually made this sign. The same guy that made that jacket made this sign here. And he's very good at LED lighting. Like, if you give him any piece of clothing or any, like, material, like sneakers, jeans, any type of material, ask him, like, what you want on it, and he'll fucking just go off on it. Like, that jacket cost me $375 at the time. And it was for, like, a jacket that's just been sitting in my closet for, like, almost 2 years that I barely even wore. I was like, you know what? I'm going to just turn this shit into something fire. And when you look at it now, it's, like, rust. Like, it's kind of, like, falling off. Like, the letters starting to come off and shit. But, it's still, people thought it was still fire. It's still a legendary jacket. And I'm hoping that I get famous enough that it ends up in the Smithsonian in, like, 40 years or something. Like, just sitting on display. Like, this is a legend Pigkaso used in the early stages of his... career.
Yo, B, memorabilia is real though.
Yep.
Memorabilia is real. That's why, I try to keep everything. I try to keep everything and give it a put it somewhere where it'll stay forever and stay stoic, because you never know when it's gonna have value. Yep. You never know when it's gonna mean something.
Yep. I kept a lot of the clown shoes from
I'm
Die
surprised
Alone.
you don't got a wall I like electronics, right? So for me, it's really hard for me to throw a piece of electronic out. I usually try to take it apart and try to put it back together. With you, my nigga, I'm surprised you don't got a whole fucking yo-yo altar and shit.
There are people that have yo-yo altars that I've seen, but for me, as I said, I just do it mainly because yo-yoing for me is just fun and it's just very therapeutic, and I just love showcasing it to people. So I'm not a person that just wants to be a braggadocious type of yo-yo, or oh, look, check out my wall of amazing yo-yos. They're all literally in just a plastic container, and I just pick and choose which one I want to yo-yo with for the day.
Yeah,
I have a hang.
But see, you as a master of the craft, though, you wouldn't think that you should keep your armory always like people that love guns. They clean out the guns all the time. They always take them apart, put them back together. I'm telling you, B, I think you need to create it.
Oh, I think if it was for yo-yoing for me, if it was a career, I was strictly just making all of my money and all of my funding with yo-yos, I would definitely be the one to have then I'll have the altar, and I'll have all the yo-yo lube, the yo-yo napkins, all the bearings, all the axles, all the spare parts, like crazy, because I know hey, I gotta make sure everything is 100% legit before I get out here, before I look crazy. I don't want pieces falling off or shit being broken. So that's probably the time I'll do it. So, but in the meantime, for now, as a person with a full-time job and trying to excel in the mastery of life for himself, this is how it is for right now. This Friday, I'm actually looking to try to go into a nursing program at Bellevue.
Really?
Yeah. It's through Hunter, and they're having a Zoom type meeting. I took the day off from work just so I could try to get prepared to see about possibly being a nurse in the future. See what their programs they have through accelerated nursing program. Since I already have a bachelor's, for the masters, they have an accelerated nursing program through Hunter, and you get to learn classes in Bellevue.
That's dope. You're adding shit to your fucking repertoire.
Yes, so it's for me, my life it can be beyond the yo-yo and beyond the hip hop. There's the dreams and then there's reality, and I just try to juggle them both. Okay, dreams. Bye.
What you think about wanting to get into music? I wanted to get into you mentioned the Migos music before.
Yes, Culture
So what you
3.
thinking about? Do you know a lot of music came out? We had
Yeah,
Maroon 5.
yep, Polo
We had
G.
Lil Baby, Lil Durk.
Polo G came out now.
Polo G. I don't really know Polo G.
Yeah,
I don't know Polo G.
I know he's a double XL freshman from
Lloyd
last year.
Banks came out.
Oh, I love
Lloyd
Lloyd
Banks.
Banks.
The Migos
I
came
heard the
out.
album. I heard the Migos and Lloyd Banks and parts
Sky
of Polo
Zoo
G.
came out.
Sky Zoo, yes.
Sky Zoo came out.
My boy is really close friends with Sky Zoo. Like
And I
he
think
tell me stuff.
that's all. I think that's the rundown that I know for music.
But
Sorry if I'm missing anybody.
but I heard Lloyd Banks and Migos fully, and then I heard part of Polo G's album so far. But
So you didn't hear the Voice of the Heroes yet?
no, not yet.
Oh man, yo, you got your Voice of the Heroes. Look, like, yo, all salute to you, Lil Durk. No disrespect, but you can't keep up with the Lil Baby. Like, but not many rappers can. He's literally been getting on everybody's track, and he's making them look like features. He's been bodying everybody, and then when these niggas got like 17 tracks or something, like 18 tracks on this
Yep.
thing. Like I said, Dirk, salute. You kept the pace, but Baby's on another level, bro, with his rapping right now.
Yep.
Like, even Lloyd Banks too.
Oh no, Lloyd Banks. It's like he never fucking
Crazy,
left.
yo.
I heard the entire. My favorite track on there is Crown.
Yo, I like the first. I like Propane. I like the
Propane. Yes, Propane was fire.
Fucking fire.
But Crown, it's like I guess it was because of the beat that it just flows with his voice. Like it just hit, like everything he was saying was like hitting like real good. So Sidewalks was a good one too. Sidewalks was really good, and he had a feature there with Ransom and
Styles P.
Styles P. Yes, that food, that shit was hard.
Styles P's on it. Yeah.
That whole album, like when it comes to like authentic like hip hop, like boom bap lyricism, Lloyd Banks, you fucking murdered it. Definitely one of my favorite albums.
Formaldehyde was hard.
Formaldehyde.
With Benny.
Benny the butcher coming, nigga.
Benny the butcher coming, nigga.
Yeah, so you gotta definitely salute. He's an OG. He's been 20 years. He said he's 20 plus years. I've been
Yeah,
doing
but
this shit.
he put you on your ass because he'll give you 17 fucking tracks and all bars, and not only that, he brought back the third verse. You know, most songs nowadays, especially hip hop songs, are 2 minutes long.
Because they only have like one verse or a long hook or barely half of 8.
This
They'll
nigga
spit
brought
8s
back-
instead of 16s and shit now.
You're right, and then he brought back the third verse. Hard though.
Like this third verse.
Make y'all have to work.
Yeah, because remember, like back then, like when he was coming up, there was long track listings and
Hell
and they were
yeah.
all 3 verses.
We come from 17 tracks, 18 tracks, and then having a fucking having skits. Like, we come from a whole body of work. The songs used to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes long. Remember even Kanye West with Twisted Dark Fantasy?
Yes.
Bro, there's songs on there that are fucking 7, 8, and then it's just him on the fucking MPC you fucking going off.
I think even Kendrick Lamar, he had like one track
Kendrick
that was like
did
12
it
minutes.
too.
Like 12
Kendrick-
minutes.
Yep.
Like how the fuck got 12-minute track?
But nowadays with like drill music and that was always my critique with reggaeton. Like, I could never really understand what they were saying, but I always knew the hooks, and I feel like reggaeton songs were always short because it was always repetitiveness.
Coronao, or some shit. Does this repeat like
Look, this
one
every
sentence?
reggaeton beat.
They be like, buenas noches, buenas noches,
So
buenas
it's like
noches.
repetitive. Yo, guys. Again, no disrespect, but that's fucking drill music too. Drill music is the same sound, and he'll be rapping like this,
Capping.
trapping, multi, texting, flexing. It's so like I don't mind the drill music. It's not that, but it's very, very fucking repetitive. And if there was a whole drill album, the first song sounded exactly like the last. You don't even know where it started or began.
Yep. like one person that's like that I heard was Pooh Shiesty. And I think
Pooh Shiesty, right? Yeah, he got killed, didn't he?
No, he's in jail because he shot up like a club and for like $40,000 because somebody took $40,000 from him. They decided
Somebody
to shoot it up.
slapped a strip club.
Yep.
Somebody. Yo, but man, I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't know who it happened to. But when I heard that stupid story, I was like, you're stupid. stupid man, bro. Why are you? And I know it's not your fault, homie. I think homie's only like 21.
Yeah, you young cat.
Your brain ain't fully developed, and you're a perfect target for it.
But
why are you walking around a strip club with 40 grand in your back pocket?
it was, they say he had like so much money he couldn't even. It was like fall out of his front and back
My nigga,
pockets.
when you go to a strip club, you get drunk and shit. You try to leave everything in the car.
Yep.
You don't want to bring nothing with you. Like, yo, if I'm so inclined, you shouldn't even bring the cell phone in a strip club. You went there to see bitches and ass and titties. You ain't go there to fucking be in your cell phone. Feel me? Like, I don't understand. And then if you're gonna walk around with that much money, why are you holding that much money if you the rapper?
Like your man's trusted man's supposed to hold that shit.
Like, give me a break. You're the rapper. You're the gold mine. Why? Like,
you're signed to fucking Gucci Mane. You're on 1017, one of the like hottest labels coming out of Atlanta. Why are you fucking this all up for yourself? He's not. I think this the roster is like. I think he has like 6 signees under that like team, and he's like the biggest one because he had like a hot album, which I heard his album. And it's it's same thing, like kind of repetitive. Like I don't even understand half the shit he's saying on that album, but still.
I mean, but that's
it's popular, so I can't. It's just not for me.
You know what it is, man?
It's not for me.
Rich, we're never gonna be able to. We're never gonna be able to like put a. How do you say this? Hip hop changes every 10 years, right?
Yes.
So we're never gonna be ahead of the 10-year change. We're always gonna be behind it, or as artists or entertainers choose to be with it. Hence Drake. Every time somebody comes out new, like Gucci Mane coming out of jail, Drake jumped on his shit. Fetty Wap, baby, won't you come out? Drake jumped on his dick. Fucking every time a new artist comes, Drake's not stupid. Immediately, I'ma jump on that bandwagon because this is how I stay relevant. See, that's what I said. I won't decline like the music I don't understand, but we gotta be honest. I don't understand that shit for nothing.
Nope.
I don't understand that shit. It's hard. It's hard for me to and maybe it's not the language I speak, but you know what that gang shit and all that shit is getting y'all? It's getting y'all King Von out here. You know what I mean? All due respect, like, what is it? I get it, gets you success, but I think the last person I seen winning with this gang shit and music is fucking Whoopty. Because CJ's yet to get touched.
And he
I don't
got a
know
lot
if
of
he's
crazy
fake or
shit.
not.
Yeah, that's the whole debate. They think he's
Fat
like...
Joe came at him on live. Was like, but you ain't gotta... but...
So aren't you from Brooklyn? No, no, I'm from Staten Island. So why you rapping like a Brooklyn nigga then? Why you representing these type of sets and they're not out there in Staten Island, they're in Brooklyn. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then he was like back and forth with his story saying some shit. So they already call him like an industry plant because of his... I think his uncle was like working with Bad Boy back in the days or some shit.
I mean, they're all hip hop. You know when a rapper got on because of his rapping skills, because it took him a while. It's because you get the Sky Zoos. It's because you get the Lloyd Bankses. You understand a rapper's streak when he was a part of this clique, a part of this crew, moved from this label. Like, you're not a journeyman in hip hop. In hip hop, when you go on a journey, unlike fighting, when you fight and you become a journeyman, it's always like, do they bet on you or not? You know, when you finally, all your accolades came to the surface, and you don't have to question whether that, like, we can't question whether 50 Cent was an industry plant. If he wouldn't have got shot 9 times, he wouldn't have been famous. He wouldn't have been 50 he was. He wouldn't have got shot.
Also, his music was good though. It was quality
but it wasn't
music.
as good as it wasn't good till it got with Dre.
Yes.
There's good and that is great. You wouldn't have got with Dre and M and all this had you have not gotten shot and got the notoriety.
And dissing every motherfucker rapper.
And dissing that, the Ghetto
Everybody
Quran.
love how to rob.
Ghetto Quran, 50s. But that's my point. You see how we just named music in his past that made him, not only did the situation get, but the story. Being a plant, nowadays, all y'all motherfuckers are plants. I feel like unless I'm here to witness a nigga's journey, and you just pop up with a song, and
you go
NF and shit, like nigga NF, you got so many of these fucking rappers that are just like and I don't mean to say it this way, don't take it the wrong way, but on the most part it is white boy rappers. When white boy rappers come out of left field and out of nowhere, they're famous. Like the only one I'll take it into like Token. Token be doing a lot of street shit about it, but And he's from Boston, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell you're a hard ass. Other than
He's
that, though,
from the Joyner Lucas crowd.
I be seeing, yeah, they're all Eminem seeds, though.
Yeah, they all on Eminem's
But
pre-cum
I
and
think
shit.
we could always tell what a plant is. We could always tell what hard work looks like,
Yep.
and we could tell what a plant is.
But I could tell that, like, with Token, you could tell, like, I've seen his journey before he ever even got on. Joyner Lucas, before he ever got on. I met that motherfucker at a fucking paper box, Joyner, before he even blew up. And then I met him again, like, I think about a couple weeks before he dropped, like, that video with, like, racism and shit. Like, 2 weeks and SOBs in October. He's a fucking asshole, by the way. He's not a nice guy.
Joyner?
Yes, he's a fucking asshole. He did not like my yo-yo tricks at all.
Wait. Let's get into this. What did he say to you?
It was a meet and greet, and I was like, you only get one chance to surprise
So you paid to see this man?
Yes. I paid to see him perform, and they were meet and greet.
Schmuck. Yo, see, remember?
Wait, let me explain the story before you give.
About liking music but not liking the person. Mm-hmm. Perfect example, right?
But I went to go up to him like for the meet and greet, and you only get one chance to perform. He's like, I want to just do a quick yo-yo trick, and then he goes with the most condescending bullshit, like, what the fuck is a yo-yo trick? I'm like, what the fuck? And I just do the trick, and it's like, it wasn't a big shit, but it was very flashy and stuff. And then you could tell he wasn't looking at it. He was just like looking off to the side at some, like, it looked like some bitches in the corner and stuff. And then I finished the trick, and he goes like, oh wow, that was the greatest trick I ever seen. Like, all monotone and shit. And then, like, you see his boy in the back pointed at the door. He was supposed to give me a CD that was signed. That was from him. And his boy just pointed like, oh, you gotta go out this way. I'm like, but I didn't get my CD. Oh, but you gotta get out this way. So I pretty much got kicked out. Didn't give a fuck about my trick, so he's a super asshole for that shit.
Yo, son, like, I'm high as fuck right now a little bit, but Joyner, you a prick. You're a prick.
But they said that about him. That's like, even
every
afterwards.
Geniuses though. Come on, look at James Brown. You know, look at Kobe. Look at Michael. Look at Tyson.
But it's like, Jordan is cool, but I feel like even as he gets, that was back in 2017, and it's not like he's been making fucking noise like that since then.
Oh, you trying to?
No, I'm not even dissing.
You.
I'm not even dissing. I'm not dissing you.
He dissing him
because he just has some video called Zim Zima, which I actually love, like the song. Who got the keys to my motherfucking? I actually like that song. Like, yeah, George Lopez and it's dope, but the video concept was stupid.
Yo,
to me.
that video was fucking great though.
I thought it was dumb to me.
There is no concept.
But it's like it made like the song and then like the matching with the song.
Like the concept is he who got the keys to his Beamer.
Yep.
So, it's simple. Who got my?
I hate too much dialogue because it was like, what, a 9-minute video, and most of it was just dialogue.
But there's two videos though. There's one video that it's just the song, and then like quick, like maybe 30 seconds of the talking before the verses come in, and then there's a video with all that dialogue. You know how much money was buried into that fucking between the BMWs. There was so much,
George Lopez,
there was so much money into that fucking in the beginning of that video that they crashed the BMW, right? That's green screen. That's not really crashed.
Yeah, that's green screens.
But nigga, if the budget was, they probably couldn't get no more budget. Yep. They were like, we're not crashing that. Do it CGI. Yep. We're not crashing that.
But get some green screens and it was just crashing.
Like, shit. You know what I really enjoyed though about that video? I really like that when he was doing the top part with the camera and the car kept changing colors. I was just like, oh man, that's fucking. Because I got Final Cut Pro now, so I've been trying to. Everything that I see on the screen now, it almost comes to me like I got dyslexia and shit. I'm seeing it weirdly now.
Nice. But to be fair to Jordan, look, I still consider him a very good artist despite him, for his attitude. Great artist, terrible person in parts.
Jordan, you're an asshole.
Hey, look, he made out with Ashanti, so I'll give him that. So.
Jordan, you made out with Ashanti. It's pretty dope.
Yes. He was going hard in that video. That was like...
My nigga, you wouldn't go hard too?
Hell yeah, I'll go hard.
Son,
I'm surprised he didn't finger to that shit.
You know how they have this fucking... You know how they the Illuminati and fucking Skull and Bones and... And they even say Hollywood. What about this fucking Pizzagate?
Pizzagate?
Yo, B, but my point is that there is a lot of nasty, shady stuff that goes on in the industry, but I think what's not nasty and shady is when two fucking successful, attractive adults are making... We're doing business right now. don't take this. Is gonna sound wrong. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Doing
But,
crazy business right now.
I'm about to say, if you're doing you're doing business with an actress, you know, you're on the set. You guys gotta act out a scene, or you guys gotta act out a sex role. You guys gotta act out being in love. You're gonna tell me that those actors and actresses don't really sometimes dibble into having sex with each other just to play the role.
Yep.
Like, you know, just to play the role. Like, now we can really play like we fucking because we just did. You know, like there's no better role than actually living that role. That's how you really play it.
You know, it's funny because I had a song on my last album that I really wanted to make like an X-rated version and put that like on OnlyFans. There's a song called Pink Pearl. It's like one of my slow jam songs, and it's fire, like the song. And I was gonna get like this girl like legitimately paid to have sex with her, and then like put it like on like OnlyFans exclusives, like a Pornhub exclusive, like hey. But the code, you can really see me break it down. I was gonna have like mad yo-yos on the bed and shit. I was gonna fucking do crazy like bondage with the string and shit.
Now, what would you? Now, my thing is that your parents. All right, I'll be honest. Your parents. Like, I think about not only your parents, and you're like. All right, for you, I would say your parents. For me, I got 2 little kids, and OnlyFans. Yeah, that's fine, but. Are you prepared to deal with all that comes with that after? Because they're gonna ask for more.
Oh yeah. If it especially blows up, fuck yeah. If I'm only getting like 2 or 3 views on this shit, then I'm like, damn, I wasted mad fucking money. But I'm waking up
about to delete this shit.
Yeah, fuck that. Like,
you know why you only get 2 or 3 views? Because somebody pressed it and then screen recorded it and they just sent it to everybody.
Then they put. Now I'll be on World Star again. Going crazy. This is Yo-Yo guy. No, Yo-Yo man's fucking.
But if that happens to you, you sue the shit out of them.
Yep, I ain't get my consent, and I didn't get
credit.
Only so if you're gonna do that, give me credit. But at least with World Star, they hit you up and ask if you want credit. Like even with that video, they DM me personally and was like, "Hey, we would like to know if we could share your video. We'll give you credit." And I was like, "Sure." So I give respect to World Star for that. So at least they ask. Like I don't know about other ones, but I definitely know World Star has. So, but for that, like 3 views, if I'm waking up one day and I'm getting like 200,000 or some crazy shit, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm about to quit my job. This is gonna be my new racket. Charge $1 to see the video and wake up with 200K. That's
$200. Yo, you guys should look to subscribe to this thought. He's only charging $1.
Yeah. So
all he wants is 200,000 people.
Yeah. If I could get just 200 people a day. That's like, and then it builds up. Like in 1 week, that's 1,000. That's my income right there. That's my check.
But you know what it is? You gotta have 200,000 people. You gotta have 200 people a day that want to see you.
Yeah.
And that would want to see you in that light. Because
to rock the baby on a bitch's ass.
Or your shit gotta have replay value.
I'm definitely gonna make replay value. I'm probably gonna be the first one to actually have slow motion sex. I'm gonna have like slow motion shots where I'm like going in the yo-yo and stuff.
Let me know.
Yep. Going like this with the string wrapped around my finger like this, and just go like this, like real slow. Get her face like her orgasm face and shit like that. I'm gonna go in, man. I'm gonna go with fucking. This is all ideas. Like I'm starting to get a little caught with the yo-yo shit. So definitely that's something that probably me. If you want that, leave it in the comments. I will definitely work on it.
If y'all people want yo-yos with a fucking OnlyFans, leave that shit in the comments.
No, leave it on YouTube. Emojis. DM me on Instagram. Hit me up on Anchor. Wherever the fuck you watching this shit right now.
I'm about to throw the vote on fucking this.
You want a yo-yo OnlyFans with Pigkaso? I will make it happen. I got the budget too, which makes it great. There's actually one time this one porn star, she charges like $800 to have sex with her for an hour, and she got a little bit of clout. I don't want to mention her name, but she got some clout, so I could probably hit her up.
You know what happens, right? Mm-hmm. You know what happens, right? I want to know. Is there? So now I know a lot of women, particularly, they like you. They like your friendship. They like chilling with you.
Friendship.
All right. Is it gonna taint the relations with these women or future women when you say, I've had sex either A, on camera, B, I paid for it, or C, it was with an adult entertainer? Because
all three.
I love adult entertainers. Like, yo, I love you guys.
But
like,
I respect your craft. It's
I
an art.
respect-
There's
yo,
an art
bro.
form to that shit.
Bro, even
Porn stars don't get that much respect.
yo, even
They
even
deserve
even
it.
even the niggas be.
I mean, even the niggas.
Even the niggas
Shout out
be-
to Johnny Sins.
I mean, I'm not shouting no niggas names out, but
Shout
shout out to
niggas.
Kendra Lust.
I shout out to every like even the ones I grew up with like back in like high school and college when they were all
Kendra Lust, Rachel Starr, Genevieve Jolie. Don't let me get started.
see Alexis Moore. Who
Who
else we got?
David
Carmel Moore. She was fucking bad. Daisy Marie. Carmela Skin. Alexis Texas. She's fucking bad.
Alexis Texas, alright. She got a gap between her teeth.
I still love that ass.
Fuck
but
out.
that ass though.
That's good. Evanati.
Rachel Starr.
Rachel Starr. Oh.
Annabelle Peaks. What? All those tattoos, son? What?
Amy Reed.
She retweeted one time Annabelle Peaks when I had a song called Silly Annabelle. She retweeted it on Twitter a long time ago. Yeah.
Yo, son, this nigga Rich be getting mad. Yo, you gotta get an EPK, bro. You gotta make a big ass because you have all these things there and you've gotten accolades and been represented and like
I've been sharing a retweet from so many things just from pretty much songs and JoJo's that it's fucking unbelievable. Like I should probably like definitely put it all in like a package. Preston.
Presley.
Chanel Preston.
No. Presley Payton. Ooh.
I gotta watch her. I gotta know who that is now.
But you know, since we're here, and the camera might die because we're coming up on half an hour. But since we're here, I wanna like. I always thought do porn stars feel sex the same? Because they've had sex so much, or because they're in front of a camera and it's a scene? Because I'm gonna tell you something honest. Whenever I'm having sex, I try to put my brain like I'm a porn star. I'm over here looking around like there's cameras and shit. You understand? Like, I don't make love. I haven't made love since I was like 20. You know what I'm saying? I have sex for sport. I'm sitting here like, ole, ole, ole.
But it's like, you know.
So, do porn stars just do it for the camera?
I think they're like mentally skilled to know how to do it like for pleasure and then do it like for business.
Like, how do they get married? How does their other...
There's porn stars that are married, like Brandy Love.
No, there's a lot of porn stars that are married. But my point is that, like, as your other, you know, like, there's one thing. I dated a chick that was a stripper. I know she got dick all over her every night. She gets paid to have dick on her. This is just the fact. She gets paid to entertain dick. Now, imagine having a chick that was sucking the dick. She's not entertaining the dick just with her body. She's sucking the dick.
She's
and
orally.
that's your wife. She comes home. She left for work. She was dressed in a nice this, and now she comes home. She's dressed in a nice that, with her hair and nails done and everything. But you know, she just shot a scene with fucking.
For how much money?
Yeah, you good?
How much you bringing
back?
back?
Sex is relevant. Sex is sport. I say it too.
But that's what
I don't know. I've never been there.
But I feel with like porn stars, they need like again, it's just like a job. They go, they put their best work in, then they come home, and I think that's where they need that intimacy.
World,
it's like they probably need that person that's like for intimacy, like companionship afterwards, because it's like after you just like already been pretty much ran through like all these scenes, like scheduling yourself to just pretty much get fucked, making sure your vagina's good, your breast is looking good. It's like you just want to come home and just like relax and have like that partner that's just there for you. Because they probably get like all the sex, but they don't get the love. If that makes sense.
Not only that, you know what I did realize too? When you like all the shit that a stripper do on the stage, it doesn't always translate what they are, who they are in person to you.
Some people do it for college. I know girls that did it for college for payments.
Yo, I've known women that are completely whack in bed, but they're on stage and you're like, oh my god, like how do you move like this? But then when
they fucking like
in bed, they just
fucking like a board,
fish,
fucking a board and shit.
Fuck, man,
this wall's not moving.
Yeah, but that's why I say like porn stars. If people only knew the job that these women had and these men had, you know, like
that's why I respect them, man. Because
you gotta look good. Yo, I saw a documentary. She said, "All right, first off, I gotta get my asshole cleansed and bleached. Then secondly, I'm in the gym every day, so I pay for a gym membership. I gotta get my hair, my nails done for the scene, but he's gonna fuck it up anyway." You know what I mean? And then I got to worry about how my body feels after. This girl was talking about, yeah, I had a gangbang with 8 niggas, and the worst part about it is that your body just feels fucked up from them throwing you around. It doesn't bother them because it's just sex. That's all it is. But like you said, how much am I getting paid? How much am I getting paid?
Interesting fact. There's
Would you
actually
become a
more
porn star?
money in what?
Would you become a porn star?
Depends on the money. Because, my dick is like the crown jewels. Gotta make sure, if I'm gonna show it to the world, if I open that treasure chest, I gotta make sure that shit
It
is
probably
good.
won't take me much money. You
Wow.
know why? Because my dick is all over the internet anyway.
See,
how
my
many
dick's...
dick pics I've sent out?
I've only
You
sent
know
one
how
dick pic in my life,
nigga-
and I hope she never sends it.
Ah!
But this was he probably don't got it anymore, but this is like about
That's
7-8
hilarious.
years ago. And then what made it worse was I had it at a bad angle, so she thought that shit was small when it wasn't.
Oh, yo, you had a bad angle?
I had a very
Yo,
bad
I
angle.
said-
I was at work too, and I did the shot. I was literally on the toilet, and I'm like this, and I didn't get it like the right proper phallus. That this shit looked like it was pointing down, so it looks smaller instead of just having it pointed up. So you see the picture, it's like down, but it's when you see it up, like the second time, which I should have sent the second picture. She's like, "Oh, that shit looks small."
I said that in a verse. I said, dick pic from an angle, she was hip from the hype, and my only plan B, she deleted from my life.
Damn.
Yeah, baby.
Porn.
What was that verse? Let me see if I remember that verse. I said, I don't think I remember it. I smoked too much goddamn weed.
So on that note, we're almost out of time because I feel these cameras are gonna die. I think
I'm
we got a lot
surprised I
out
have
of the way.
it. I'm surprised I have it.
She's fucking gone.
I'm surprised, yo. It's still, like and it's not cracked. You only charge it for what? 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes. So that's a good battery.
But you know what that means? You probably didn't charge it before
No,
I got here at all.
I did it. I'm gonna
See,
be honest.
he was slacking. I caught him out there.
No, because I was like, after I came from my show last night from the LGBT show, I was just straight fucking tired. I didn't even think about nothing. I just wanted to go to sleep. But you know what? Look.
Oh, I remember the verse.
What's the verse?
I said, there was a point in time our love used to intertwine. We've been fiending for each other, clutching, fucking in the ride. Drop my pants while I drive. She giving me FaceTime. After the so sucks, start staring in my eyes. I paused for a moment, then she hit me with a line. Talking, I just want to love you for the rest of my life. So I asked her back if she was feeling alright, because that's impossible, shorty. I'm out of my mind. So we fought, then we fucked like I flow with the rhymes. The beat, we the banging on the headboard every night. And still my body cringes when she holding me tight. Why I can't love her, that's an internal fight. When we done under the covers, I just want to take flight. Only reason that we humping, cause I'm good with the pipe. A dick pic from an angle, she was hip from the hype. And my only plan B, she deleted from my life. Ooh, I just want to love you.
And on that note, we're out of time. That was a great way to close this out.
Yeah, that was great.
So-
Because you said you took it at a wrong angle, and I was just like, I said that before. Where did I say that?
So, again, thank you all for tuning in. If you definitely
Oh,
enjoyed
your camera died.
died.
You called it. Yep. Hold up.
All right, so on that camera over there.
Walk about right. Walk about right.
Again, this is your boy Richard Pigkaso. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. We had to use this camera. I fucked up.
Look at me when I talk to you.
I'm Richard Pigkaso. Follow me, everyone. Richie Loves Yo-Yos. This is what, episode 17? Damn, I didn't even notice that, episode 17. So, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. Give me money on these things. Episode 17, your boy G out of character on the thing. I'm out. He's fucking with his camera because his charging mine isn't.